Well, it's been a few days. I've been trying to work hard on the haying. The rains decided to come. Not complaining about the rain. They just could have came earlier, and not is when I had to start haying. But surprisingly, this here ground's, I got to get these bales off yesterday, because that's actually growing back. I don't want no dead spots. My brother is going to finish baling that today, and I got the big hill over here, mostly laid down yesterday. I got to finish it up today, and I was supposed to bale, but since the elevator was full where my brother was trucking to, he's got the day off to do for me. This is the wheat field. We haven't taken a look at this for a bit. The chicken feed field, I should say, rather. Still see the cover, but the rain, the buckwheat did not like that long of a spell without rain. I don't think the buckwheat's really going to be doing much. Not sure what you are. Unless it... I don't think the buckwheat's going to be doing a whole lot, but it's still trying to hold on. I mean, you can tell there's some plants that are trying. They've had good moisture on them now. It's looking pretty green out here. Of course, that tall stuff, that's all the alfalfa that came back in. I firmly believe that there's more on this field now than there was when I put the disc to it this spring, as far as alfalfa. So that's cool. Hopefully it won't mess with the combine too much. It should be all twigs by then, but it's been a late start to the day. I came out here to work on that tractor, but to get in the tractor, not work on it. That tire we fixed this spring, the tube in the tire, there's nothing on the wheel, but there must be something poking the tube from the tire, because I got to air it up every morning, or twice a day, depending on how long the day is on the swather. And the good old air compressor this morning decided to make me put a new rope on it. So between that and a phone call, I am behind. Shocker. I'm aware. That's how farming goes. So, I mean, as much as I've tried to get the hay up, get going, I have yet to get one bale that hasn't had no rain on it yet. So hopefully it won't be the same case at this field, because this is most definitely the best field we have for right now. So I really need, I would really be happy to get about 180 bales off that field, and we'll see. We'll see what we get. Last year, gotta drive. Last year, the top where those bales are at, that's about 60 acres of improved grass. Last year we got about 57 bales off of it, and this year I think we got like 35. So hay prices in this wonderful drought-stricken central Montana area that we are in, I am sure isn't going to be too cheap this year. And with the cost of inputs, if farmers are truly honest with themselves, hay at 150, you're barely breaking even. So ranchers don't like to hear that, of course. But the truth is the truth. Just had a guy I know was talking about that spent 6 weeks haying last year, no sleep, sold it all at less than that, and then sat down and did the math and was like, oh, I worked all all that time and that hard just to come out even. So I don't know. Kind of sucks I'm having to cut this field so low, and it's really going to expose the dirt, and you can really see that even though this field has been planted the most, it still has a lot to go as far as filling in. There's a lot of dirt and a lot of bare soil. I didn't want to hay it this year. I wanted to improve this field, but when it's a drought and this is the best field you got and you need as much hay as you can get, that's what you do at the moment. So I am going to start up this noisy beast, air up this tire, which goes flat on me every day. Why aren't you flat? There's no way that that's not. Really? What the heck? Still got to put a gauge on it. I don't believe that. It's been going flat all the time. So why is it not now? And I don't hear it leaking air. Tubes do not fix themselves, folks. Nope. That is quite curious. Check the air in that tire, and then I got to grease the sickle bars. I really do like these machines. These are good machines. Minus last year throwing the rock through the window. That wasn't so fun. But when you're cutting low to the ground, you're gonna get that. So yeah, let's get this. I'm gonna get this up and going. I need to finish this center in this field. Then I'll be cutting on the back side of the big hill over there. So let's get nothing to it but to do it. So let's get going. All right, got it greased up. Tractor's warmed up. We're ready to get out here, drive across my windrows. These are the best looking windrows I've had all year, and will have all year, unfortunately. But I'm really liking the diversity of the grasses in there. We made a good windrow, and even though it is seeded out because of the rain screwing up my plans for cutting it, I do believe it helped the grass grow just a little bit more, so it should help out on the tonnage that way. And also, because it's seeded out, we're going to be able to make sure we unroll it and feed it on other ground, which would then hopefully help seed it into that ground. So I'm not going to get too upset about it. Don't do nothing but give you gray hairs early. So it is what it is. Now, hopefully that little fawn that was out here did not come back and went somewhere else, because I don't want to run here. I don't want to run a fawn through the swather today. It's not very fun to do. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and spend the next 2.5 hours here, because I still got all the ends to clean up. With the swing tongue, I just cut in a circle. I'm still not completely sure if I like that 100% or not, but I just go in a circle, and it's off my left side, and then in the end of the fields, you end up with all that you just go back and cut like if you were farming it. So got a cut on the back side of the hill, and it's more of this same grass. I'll probably get 12 to 18 bales back there. And then I just got to decide where I got to cut and where I'm going to graze. Hopefully to get to that 500 bale mark, like I said I needed. So, alrighty. I am going to be cutting. Well, folks, it's been a long day. Just idling the tractor down here a little bit. I got all those other fields done. On to the next one. So yeah, it's been a long day. Out here, kind of warm in the tractor. I gotta work on the AC. I don't know. It's supposed to be 90 tomorrow. We'll see. I might just push through it. I only got, if the rains hold off, I've only got 2.5, 3 days of cutting left. So as long as the machines and everything hold together. Anybody that runs equipment knows the probability of all that. So I got the boys out there. You're not gonna be able to zoom in on that. Anyway, the cows and sheep are out there. Most of them are where they belong. I got a few head out, but as you can tell, it's where I'm at now is, yeah, it's sad. It's very sad. But as far as the grass, it's one of the things people say, why don't you, hold on a second. When ranchers get tired of figuring out what to do with the grass, when you hear other people say, oh, we get 40 inches of rain, well, this is what the majority of the place looks like for grass. Is that tall? And this is the old fields that haven't been improved. And there's been no animal impact or nothing on this field, but as you can kind of see right here, that's the sections, right? That's what cuts the hay, the grass, and turns into hay. Well, if your grass is only this tall and your sections cut it off there, that's what you get. That's what you get to put in a bale. It ain't very good. So now there's a little bit better in the coulees, but the majority of it is this, and it won't even rake up to be, once you rake it, you're not getting much of a windrow out here. But it's not gonna do me nothing to just leave it sit up here and kind of just seed out. It's this brome and alfalfa. The alfalfa would help a little bit to leave it alone, but the brome's not going to do nothing to improve the soil health, because it's not improved. Like this over here, this is all improved and it's better. But there's this toss up. What can I put up for hay and what can I graze and keep the animal health side of things going too? I can't not let them eat good feed and hurt the growing of the lambs and the ewes. So it's quite a shame when this field out here, this is just smooth brome and alfalfa, not much to it. Whereas you get out here and it's the intermediate, which finally took off. It wasn't doing much until all the rain slowed me down for the haying. So it actually shot up pretty good. That's helped on the big hill side of things to get a little bit more feed moisture, but I don't know, that looks pretty nice out there to me. Of course, again, can't really go by what's in the coulee and stuff, but this is a 6-strand fence. The alfalfa's almost made it to the top of that 6th strand there. So, but it's a gorgeous evening. I got a lot cut down today. A lot of it's going to dry up fairly quick, so I'll be able to bale up. Day after tomorrow, I'll be able to bale up 90% of it. So we're as long as there's no thunderstorms come through, we'll get some decent hay put up in bales. Still shooting for that 500 mark. We'll see what we get on the good stuff, and we'll have to go from there. Y'all have a good one.